Hey everybody, doing something a little different here. It's September 27th, 2022, and I'm currently on site working for a customer of mine. Very nice family here. Hired me to stain that deck you see in the background after one of their family members power washed it. Came out really good. I'll show you some pictures right now. So today we're back to do this little side entry off the driveway and stairs going down to their backyard. Gonna do some power washing prep today and then come back. Hopefully today's Tuesday. Hopefully Friday we'll get a couple days of dry weather. I can come back Friday and do the stain application. So basically today I got the hose hooked up to my power washer right here, and I've moved the stuff off. I'm going to start by the door, work my way back, and power washing. We're doing the same color stain that this is probably 10 years old. Same color that it used to be. So it's not necessarily about power washing it down really far. This is a mistake I see people make all the time, is they power wash it down so the grain comes up and damages the wood. You actually have to sand it back down to get it smooth. This is really just about cleaning it, getting all the dirt, dust out of the wood on the top, and then also opening up the pores a little bit, just a little bit, so the stain can go down in. So other than that, with the power washer, today I'll be taking off these railing pieces. Not on the high part, because it's going to be a couple days before I get back here, but this low section, all these little pieces, spindles, I guess you would call them, metal spindles, those are going to get unscrewed, and all the little vines and leaves, stuff like that, is going to get pulled back, trimmed up nice, and then that way when I come back I can just throw some plastic over all the vegetation and start spraying the stain on everything. And then after the stain dries, obviously I'll put these spindles back on. Personal preference, how I like doing it, spraying it and everything. It leaves a really nice uniform finish when I'm done. Better than doing it with a brush and roller and making a mess of all these spindles and having to cut in around each and every one of them, which you'll see. They actually did that back when they installed these. I don't know if you can tell. There's stain on these already. So you could get away with just slapping it up there and not caring, but I'm gonna do the best job I can. So yeah, figured I'd do a little walk around. I'll maybe do a little power washing demo. I don't have anybody to hold the camera, but I'll at least show you some pictures of what it looks like after I'm done today, and then I'll cut back to a video Friday when I come back to stain it. All right, it's Friday. You know what that means. I'm back here staining this entryway and stairwell at the house that I did previously. Just gonna give you a little walk around here. basically just finished spraying, still got the stain drying. I've done one really heavy coat and then gone back through and done a second coat of some touch-up spray. I've got my spray machine all cleaned out of stain, water back in it, so that's cleaned out and done for the day. Just got to wrap it up and put it back in the truck. Everything else that I'm going to be doing now is just going to be with a little 3-inch brush and a can in my hand with some stain. Going to be going around and doing some little tight areas and things that are hard to do with the sprayer. And I just kind of like doing it with a brush just to, you know, double check everything is even coat. There's no drips here and there, and that everything is coated evenly. So here's what we're looking at. I use the Graco. This is a Mark V airless sprayer. Graco products. They're basically all the same, just a variation of model and size. This one can run 2 guns. I've got a 3-foot pole on here. I really like the angled tips. That helps me maneuver around corners and stuff pretty easily. And then I've got a 5x17 tip in there. The first number 5 is the measure of paint units that's coming out. 1 being the least amount of paint, going all the way up to like 10, which is a lot of paint. And then 17 is the inch fan. It's a 17-inch fan when you're 1 foot away from the surface you're spraying. So I do a double overlap pattern as I spray, so 17 inches spray pattern, then I move 9 inches, roughly half of the pattern. I overlap it, move down, and everything gets 2 coats in 1 spray. I kind of, this area here, I did the railings, the high areas, the corners, the nooks first, and then I came back through. I did the perimeter right here around the bottom floor, and then started down there and just went left to right. Very nice and even pattern all the way back down to here, making sure that my wand is directly above all these little cracks. So you can see when I get down here, all these little cracks in between the wood, even way down there to the stringer that, you know, the support board that holds the floor in place has been stained. This uses a lot more stain to do it this way, but the end product is just outstanding, and it seems to last a lot longer. So that's why you can see here the edges are still wet because they have a lot more on them just from a natural spray, and then the top area is a little bit lighter, but it's definitely got a good coat on there. Look at that. And these are about 10-year-old bores. So you can see there's no grain sticking up on the floor. I didn't power wash down so deep that it's sticking up. It's gonna be rough, you know, after that fact. This is gonna be nice and smooth when it dries. And all in all, very happy with this job. So like I said, now I'm just gonna go around once this dries a little bit more and I can walk on it. I'm gonna do some touch-up spots. There's not really many. Let's see if I can show you. This top railing I decided I was gonna do with a brush. So I gotta do this top little part there. And there's really not much else, he says as he gets his hand stuck. Just make a big mess. Now I got that spot to touch up. Then once I get everything done, nice coated even, I'm happy with it. I'm basically going to rip this plastic down and leave it. Leave everything exactly how it is, take my supplies out of here, and then tomorrow morning I'll come back when everything's really dry. It's had about 16 hours to dry. At that point, I'll put the spindles back up, just do a double check of everything, you know, the landscaping, make sure it looks nice where I got my feet, you know, kind of messed up the mulch while I was down in there prepping stuff. So move everything back nice and neat, and then all done with this one. So all said and done, I spent probably 2.5 hours the other day power washing, prepping. I got about 2.5-ish hours here today doing this, and I'll come back and spend maybe an hour-ish just to put it all back together. So this one's pretty close to my house. It's only about a 10-15 minute drive, so it's easy for me to come back and, you know, 3 different tries. If it was a little bit farther away from home, you could do this, you know, a lot, 1 day increments, a lot more work being done, and get this done a little bit quicker. But just taking my time and fitting this in when I can, making sure it looks perfect. So I'm pretty sure the homeowner is going to be happy with this one. I'm pretty happy with it so far, and here's to hoping that it keeps the ball rolling and I can keep coming back here and doing some more work for these people and their friends and family. All right, everybody. I'll leave you with a couple pictures of the after finished job, and see you on the next one. Have a good one. All right, all finished up here with the staining job. Just last walk around. I'm going to show everybody how it looks, and that'll be it. On to the next one. All right, so here's a little walk around. Got all the spindles put back, all the top caps put in place. And I went around. You can see there's still some wet spots here and there that I wanted to get another coat on, just to be really safe and make sure that I got good coverage on everything, all the little cracks and corners. So here it is. I think it came out really good. I'm really happy with it. And this is the other section. Like I said before, I did the top deck, oh man, it's probably a month ago, and come back to do this section over here. And I actually did these posts down there this time too. There's you can see 6 right there, and then 2 more on the inside I did. So a little walk around. It was pretty fun to get in this little crevice here with the mulch kind of up against the board, and you're going to remulch it in the spring and actually bring it up a little level with this bottom board here. So that'll make it look really nice when they do that, but my job here is done. There's still some stuff drying up on this fascia board. If it looks a little weird in the video, for like right there, you can see a wet spot. Let me show you these, the posts I did down here. And let me walk you up to this deck too. This is such a beautiful backyard. This was fun to do in between all the slots of this fence. That fence didn't come off, or I didn't remove it at least. Here we go. Look at how beautiful this is. Talk about a nice spot to hang out. It's a pleasure to work here. Came out pretty good. We'll take a peek over this way. Nice. All right, that wraps it up for me here at this job. Hope you all like this little insight here to doing a little staining work. Some of my favorite stuff to do. Really rewarding. Nice before and after. It's very satisfying to do. And it holds up well for a long time. This is Cabot, semi-transparent. I forget the name of the color of this stain, but nice 3 coats on it, and should be good to go for another 6-7 years or more. So Hope everybody's having a good day. Hope you liked it. And on to the next one.